Thursday, hopping on a little later than anticipated. It's a bit of a crazy day. Couldn't get off the phones. Well, my cell phone. So, any rate, we're going to dive in. Continuing, I believe today is day 9 or 10. Actually, it's even beyond that. Maybe we're at day 13. Any rate, plugging away 30 days, 1 hour day of cold calls to motivated or potentially motivated sellers of real estate property. The idea here is to land a real estate deal in 30 days or less. And my message to you guys is that by doing this again consistently, you should be able to obtain your first real estate deal. And what type of impact would that have on somebody that's just starting off looking to get involved in real estate? I know a lot of people that live week to week, or they're trying to get out of debt, or they're trying to make that change, trying to get ahead. And even 2,500 or 5,000 can be a life-changing event. So with that being said, we're going to go ahead. We're going to dive in. We're going to continue forward. We're still calling from the desk phone here, and Skype kind of bouncing back and forth. Still trying to navigate. We're probably not going to be back up and running for a few days, at least fully within our system here. So got a lot of things going on, but we're going to keep plowing through. And pretty much what we're going to do today is a mixed bag of follow-ups. These can range anywhere from people we just spoke to this week to people that we haven't spoken to in 5-6+ years. We're also going to reach out to some potentially new homeowners that we haven't spoken to before. So truly cold leads. And then we have some other potential items, some follow-ups, and maybe even an offer I think we have queued up. So let's go ahead. Let's have at it. Appreciate you guys joining me on the journey. Let's see our answer rate for today. Oh, first and foremost, let me just enable this for everybody. By default, it doesn't seem to allow for a public audience on Facebook here. So let me go ahead and take care of that. All right. Public, and we're back in action. So, all right. First call.
Please leave a message.
That was pretty noisy. Didn't even hear it ring. All right, one no answer. Get that out of the way. So right now we're calling new prospects. See if we can get through these, and we'll start our follow-ups.
Hello?
Hi, is this Pooja? I'm sorry, is this Pooja?
There's the phone?
Oh, yes. Hi, my name is Ryan. We haven't spoken before, and I was calling because I think you own a property on 2nd Street in Trenton. And I'm okay, great. I'm a cash buyer. I'm looking for properties in the area. I just figured I'd drop you a line, see if you had any interest in selling.
I don't own any properties, unfortunately.
Oh, you don't? Oh, okay. I guess we have the wrong information here. Well, I'm sorry to bother you. We'll update the records on our end, and have a good evening.
Okay.
All right, so that happens. Looks like we had the right person, wrong address. So again, in our system, if we have any backup numbers, that'll go ahead, get substituted, and we can call them on the second pass through. One no answer, one wrong number. Just gets us one step closer to that yes. Hey, is this Phyllis?
Yes.
Hey, Phyllis, my name is Ryan, and I was calling about a property I believe you own on South Logan Ave.
You called me before already.
I did.
Yes, you did, at my work.
Oh, okay. I didn't see it pop up in the records here.
How did you get my information, by the way?
That's a great question. Usually we
At
either
my
get it.
work, you called me at work first.
Oh,
on
okay.
my cell phone.
Gotcha. So what we do is it's either from truepeoplesearch.com or in some cases it's actually like a data provider. So that's maybe why they gave that information. I apologize. It usually would pop up on here. Would you, if you don't mind, if you just refresh my memory, is this a property you are looking to sell or not?
I don't even own that property.
Oh, okay. That explains it. Well, while I have you on the phone for the second time, you don't by any chance have any properties in Trenton at all?
No?
You don't? Okay. No worries. Well, I apologize. Sorry to bother you. I'll update this over here so it doesn't happen again.
Thank you.
All right. Have a great evening. All righty. So we're failing, but are we really failing? So unfortunately, she doesn't have the right, obviously we don't have the right information on her. We'll have to go ahead, update that. But notice how, again, that was a second call. I guess that was, again, an error on our end. When you're doing high volume, it's going to happen. Some things are going to slip between the cracks, etc. Unfortunately for us, I don't like to bother people like that, but nonetheless, you see how she was pretty nice about it. Just had a normal conversation, and so no worries. We'll update the records and move on to the next. So hopefully that alleviates any potential fear of rejection. Nobody likes to get rejected, but it's not the end of the world. We'll just go ahead and dial the next number.
Hi, this is Dan. Please.
All right. Well, that's interesting. I was looking for a Michael, and he said his name was Dan. So looks like we may have a wrong number on that one. Number 5.
Your call has been forwarded to an automatic.
All right. That's interesting. As I bring this one up on Zillow, it's a brick wall. All right. Can't say that we're interested in that one. Oops. Eduard. A lot of unique names that are popping up in here, and I'm the worst with pronunciating their names properly. Doesn't like that phone number for some reason. All right. No problem. All righty. If you guys are just joining now, we're doing our continuation of 30 days, 1 hour a day of cold calling. Looking for a real estate deal in 30 days or less. So right now we're going through calling homeowners of properties that we haven't spoken to before. Let's see. All right, this one's a little bit of a rougher area. Let's see what we got. All right, they actually purchased that just over a year ago, and I don't think they're part of a lien or a delinquent list. I believe it's just an absentee owner. So there's not necessarily a lot of motivation there. All right, no worries on that one. That was another recent sale. That one actually sold 9 months ago. So typically speaking, we like to, if we're just targeting a broader list per se, we typically like to go ahead and screen them with certain criteria, such as owning the property for at least 10 years, potentially having 70% plus equity in the property, et cetera. We're not really interested in targeting those that have little or no equity or even negative equity. That's a different racket, so to speak. Not to say that there's not an avenue which you can capitalize on, so to speak, but short sales and all that fun stuff, very convoluted, lots of paperwork, lots of headaches and the whole nine. Therefore, typically speaking, we like to deal with properties that are free and clear. Free and clear means no mortgage, no liens, or close to it. And, therefore we don't have to worry about any banks, any issues, and it's usually a cleaner transaction. So that is the goal. Let's keep calling.
Your call has been forwarded.
All right.
Your call has been forwarded.
Lots of voicemails. Maybe it's too close to dinner time. All right, another recent sale. I typically don't like to call recent sales, especially the list that we're dealing with. I want to try to increase our chance of a sale here, right? So more motivation, the better fit we'll be for each other. "13 attempted calls in. A little bit rough start here. All righty. 25 left, or there's 25 total in this list. We got 10 left before we switch gears for some follow-ups and one potential offer. You know what? That's sounding like there's something going on. I'm going to try to call from the Skype number because those 3 failed numbers in a row seemed a little off.
The service you're attempting to use has been restricted or is unavailable. Please contact.
There we go. All right. So some bad numbers floating around in there. Clear them out.
The subscriber you have dialed is not.
Wow. Something funky's going on here. Let's try Skype. Let's see what the issue may be. That sounds good.
Hello?
Hi, is this Maselli?
Yes? Yes, this is her.
Hi, my name's Ryan. You don't know me, but I came across a property I believe you own on Center Street. I'm actually a cash buyer and I'm looking for properties in the area. I figured I'd just drop you a line to see if you had any interest in selling.
You said you have a property on Senna?
No, I believe you own a property on Center. Is that, I guess I'm not correct on that.
No, I don't own a property on Senna.
Okay. You don't by any chance own a property in Trenton that you might be interested in selling?
No, I don't. No, I'm looking to buy a house. I don't own anything.
You're looking to buy. Okay. Well, I do pass on properties from time to time. Typically, though, it's to cash buyers. Do you have cash or would you need a mortgage?
No, right now I'm not interested,
Oh, you're not looking now.
but I'm still looking. Yeah. No, I already got people that are taking care of that for me.
Okay. Well, good luck with
Yeah.
that. I appreciate the info and have a good evening.
All right, you too, bye.
Take care. All righty. So we may have an error or an issue with this list, but it's good training, right? How to handle these wrong calls. A lot of people are fearful that they're going to get yelled at or whatnot. But as you can tell, most of these people have been pretty friendly, and just a shame that they don't have any properties for sale. All right, we got about 6 more. Now we're going to switch gears.
I'm sorry, but the person.
Okay. At least the calls are not failing. So as far as we know, it's not an issue on our end. We just have to get the right person. Numbers game. It's going to be a lot of no's, a lot of hang-ups, a lot of not interested. But eventually you'll get that yes or yeses.
Please leave a brief message.
All right. I would typically leave voicemails, as I've mentioned to you guys, but in light of the short time, an hour here, I try to get in more calls per hour. But typically speaking, we always leave voicemails. Now, with that being said, if let's say you're always leaving voicemails and you're not getting any return calls, sometimes it may make sense to kind of shift gears a little bit. We have had times where we didn't leave voicemails and they call right back. It really depends on the person. But ultimately, I feel if you leave a voicemail, what your intentions are, and if they're motivated, they should give you a call back. So. Rough area. Shit. All right, that would have made an interesting conversation. It's one of the rougher blocks in Trenton, and it's literally a house just by itself, rough shape. I'd be curious to see what he's going to do with that thing. Three more to get through for this list.
Hello?
Hey, is this Daniel?
Yeah.
Hey, Daniel, my name is Ryan. I came across a property I believe you own on Hanford Place. And I was just calling. I'm a cash buyer, and I'm looking for properties in the area. Figured I'd drop you a line to see, do you have any interest in selling?
So actually, we just sold it like 2 weeks ago or 3 weeks ago.
2 weeks too late. Oh, man. What'd you sell it for, if you don't mind me asking?
Sorry, you're breaking up a little bit.
Oh, I'm sorry. What did you end up selling it for?
Well, there's a relatively low amount, but there's a whole bunch of other applications. So
Understood. Okay.
yeah, we sold it basically to the management company that was managing the property already, and there was some other like damage and this and that, and there's a whole bunch of other factors. So
I got you.
really not a good. Yeah.
You don't by any chance have any other properties in Trenton or Hamilton?
I do not. Thank goodness.
Not in Ewing either? Anywhere in Jersey?
Nope, not anymore. Yeah. So,
Okay.
frankly, I'm definitely not in that business at all. So
Right.
happy not to be a landlord anymore.
Okay. Well, congratulations on that. And glad you got it taken care of. Too bad we didn't get in contact earlier, but no worries. Well, have a good summer.
Have a good one.
All right. You too.
All right, bye.
So a little late on that one. Unfortunately, we didn't even have this list 2 weeks ago. So you're not going to win them all. But I mean, just imagine, right? We talked about the timing. If we reached out to him, let's say 3 weeks or a month ago, we may have had been a viable option and may have actually got that deal as opposed to just selling it through the property manager. It sounds like he had some issues and they just did, he said he went through the property manager. They probably either bought it themselves or had one of their clients buy it, and they probably got a good deal. So nonetheless, power to them. Let's see if we could get ours. Two more. right, two more. And then we are going to shift gears. Let's see how we're doing on time. 25 minutes, almost halfway through. All right. Let's go. Last record for this one. Winner, winner, chicken dinner.
I'm sorry, the person you were trying to reach has a voicemail box that has not been set.
Okay. So we got through all those. Not too many correct numbers, not that many answers. So again, going back to our metrics, right? So if we, let's say, called a couple hundred people, and then we called a couple hundred people of a different list, and all of a sudden we're seeing a big discrepancy as far as answer rates and motivated sellers and whatever it may be, we can go ahead and say, all right, this list obviously is not performing the best right now. This one's doing a lot better. Let's take the marketing dollars that we would have funneled to list A and go ahead and shift gears and start funneling the money to list B. So that's the advantage of knowing your metrics. Data gives direction. So, all right, let's see if we can bring this up. I have to follow up with one of the sellers here, give him an offer. He didn't give us an asking price, and I don't sense that he's overly motivated, but I don't want to make any assumption that he wouldn't accept our offer. Many times they may say no now, but in the future, situations changes, their life changes, and hey, is that offer still available? So that's why with offers that we make, even if they don't accept them, we'll continue to follow up with them. So let's see if we can get this gentleman. Remember his name, and unfortunately, our system is barely functional. So let's see if that works. All right. Lost that lead real quick. All right, so the page is loaded. Let me see if I can bring this up in the dashboard. So the story with this one is, this is a homeowner who has multiple properties, and out of all his properties, this one seems to be the one that he would potentially be interested in selling. So let's see what we got here. Let's navigate, see if we can extract this real fast. There we go. All right.
Well,
Oops, I think I was calling the wrong guy. So it's the wrong homeowner that I had up there, unfortunately. All right. Meyer. Okay, I think we got the right guy. Hope we got the right guy. Nope, don't have it, unfortunately. All right, I'll tell you what, we're going to continue plowing through here. If our system was up running properly, I'd be able to extract it a little faster, but unfortunately, it doesn't seem like. Let's see. Yeah, all right. All righty. Not the best of scenarios here. Let's try to just continue onward. So again, I have two systems. We ran into a lot of issues with our REI Reply, which is a rebadged version of Go High Level. And so no texting, and the calls aren't able to be made here. So I'm kind of just doing it manually, cutting and pasting from the system. So it's a little cumbersome. Obviously, you guys wouldn't be all this cluttered, but I'm trying to manage with what we got here. All right. So I'm going to try to extract a new list from us. Again, mostly follow-ups. Okay. Let's see. Here's a follow-up. Make sure we didn't get to these guys yesterday. So usually when we're making the calls, we see all that within the system. Because I had to make all these calls through Skype and the landline, there's no history here. So unfortunately, I may call people I spoke to yesterday. When you speak to a lot of people, if you don't have the notes in front of you, it's very easy to forget who you've spoken to. At the beginning of this session, that lady said, "I talked to you already." And mind you, if we're talking to 50 plus people in the hour, it's a little tough to keep track. So. Alrighty, so 2 months. All right. So now I'm confused. I don't know if that was the lady that has cancer and a follow-up with. I believe it is. So again, that's the problem by not having these things in sync. All right. So what we're doing is we're just going to load one of the other lists. Looks like I'm caught up most of my tasks. And so previously today we were calling absentee owners. It looked like those were people that had cell phones. And now our other list is those that are just landlines. So they can't get texts out, well, typically. And those are the ones we load into our cold calling campaign. So let's bring up that other list. Should have plenty of contacts for us to get through. All right. Just about halfway through. Let me get this all situated so we can fire along here. All right, boom. Little bit of a madhouse here in the background. Twins crying in the background, 5-year-old acting like a maniac. It's wild times. Oh.
The number you dialed is not in service.
All right. Phone number. On to the next. Facts. So actually, I did have the right seller's information up. I guess he's just in our system because he owns multiple properties. Let's get him his offer. So let's go ahead.
calling. You have reached 609-558-0283, Kissel Construction. At the sound of the tone, please leave your name, your telephone number, and a brief message. I'll get back to you as soon as possible. Thank you.
Hey, Neil, it's Ryan. It's Thursday, about 6:45. Just getting back to you about your property on Declan. Have an offer for you. Do me a favor, give me a ring when you get a chance. You can call me anytime. My phone here, 973-551-8210. Once again, 973-551-8210. Thanks. Talk to you soon. All right, so let's see if he gives a ring back. We'll pitch him his offer. And we'll see what happens. All right, so let's see how many calls we can get in before all hell breaks loose. The rest of this household. I don't know if you guys could hear it or not, but it's a little wild.
We're sorry, your call cannot be completed as dialed. We're sorry, your call did not go.
All right, it's another wrong number. Lots of wrong numbers in here. All righty. Sounded like it just timed out. My man Victor. Come on, Vic. I can't even pronounce this.
Oh?
Hi, I was looking for Victor.
Victor,
I'm sorry?
who is this, please?
Oh, my name is Ryan. I was calling about a property I believe that he owns.
I'm calling, Emerson. I was laying down now. Thank you. So I'm calling down now. Okay, thank you.
Oh, okay. I don't know what the hell she just said, but it sounded like she said he's laying down now. I'll have him call you, I think. So I couldn't even pronounce the name of the street there. I have no idea, but all right, we can call them back. All right. They're not all winners, right? But it doesn't matter.
Hello, this is Eric Christensen, NJM Insurance. Sorry, I'm unable to take your...
Okay.
We're sorry.
Thank you for contacting SBR Realty.
Another agent, huh?
The number you dialed is not in service.
Got to get through all these bad numbers.
The number you dialed is not in service.
Interesting. All right. Talk about a lull, huh? When you're talking to a lot of homeowners, having good conversations, it's motivating. You want to continue to do it. And you're getting a lot of rejections, or you're getting a lot of no answers. It's demotivating. But that's the importance of, especially during the slow times, to keep pushing forward.
Hello?
Hi, is this Soche?
No?
Oh,
How can I help you?
oh, I'm sorry. I was looking for, I thought Soche owned a property on Hamilton Ave in Trenton.
No.
I'm sorry. I apologize. I meant Lamberton.
No problem. Okay.
Oh, okay. No, no. Do I have the wrong person or the wrong owner or wrong everything?
No, what's wrong? I'm the owner.
Oh, you are the owner. I apologize for butchering your name. How do you pronounce your first name?
My name is Abraham.
Abraham. Oh, okay. And I'm sorry, Abraham. So you own the property on Lamberton Street?
Yes.
Gotcha. All right, great. I'm a cash buyer. I'm sure you're probably getting a lot of calls. I'm looking for properties. Do you have any interest in selling?
Not now.
Not now. Okay.
Good offer, but
When are you thinking? Like a month, 6 months, 6 years?
no, it's not in plan at all.
I'm sorry?
In the meantime, it's not in plan at all.
Oh, not in a plan at all. Gotcha. So if the right number kind of came across your plate?
Yeah.
Okay. No, I mean, if you don't mind me asking, what would that right number look like?
No, even by right number, I'm not looking to sell it now. You know.
Okay. Not all right. Hey, if it's okay with you, do you mind if I follow up every few months just to see if things change?
No problem. Yeah.
All right. Sounds good. Sounds good, Abraham. Have a great night, and I'll talk to you in the future. So I kind of butchered that in the beginning, right? The guy's name was wrong, and because I was scrolling here, I actually read him the wrong street, and actually thought it was probably the wrong number, wrong person. But quickly got the train back on the rails there. And hey, needless to say, that's another good potential follow up. So go ahead, update the notes. Not interested now. I actually would have asked if he had any other properties that maybe he'd be interested in selling, but nonetheless, plug that in there. See, guys, you could even butcher the hell out of the call. You could still get some positivity out of it. Positivity. All right. All right. Let's see how we're doing on time so far. 47 minutes in. Be curious to see how many calls we got out. We didn't get as many quality conversations as yesterday. That's our goal. Obviously, you want to get out a certain amount of call volume, but I'd rather have a handful of good quality conversations than blasting out hundreds of calls and just have, one conversation or no conversations. All right, keep plowing through here. Try to finish off strong. Hopefully Neil will give us a call back. You can hear the offer being made. If you're just joining us now, we're wrapping up our cold calling session. We're doing this for 30 days. And we're wrapping up our second week here. 30 days, an hour a day to get a real estate deal. Ten minutes left, plenty of numbers to get through here. Hi, is this Edna?
Yes.
Hey, Edna, my name's Ryan, and I was calling about a property I believe you own on Bruneg Ave. And
Which property?
oh, you have a couple properties.
I do.
Oh, okay. I was calling about the one on Brunig, but I'd be interested in hearing about any properties you have in Trenton that might be available for sale.
Well, I'm not going to sell any property.
Not interested just yet?
No.
Okay. If it's all right with you, do you mind if I follow up with you from time to time to see if situations change?
You could call, but I don't think I'm going to change my mind.
No worries. I've been in this business since 2006. I don't plan on going anywhere anytime soon. And I've bought properties from people 5, 10 years down the road. So would love to keep in touch with you. Obviously, if anything changes, you could call me at this number anytime. Other than that, I'll just touch base with you from time to time, and hopefully somewhere down the line, you think of us, and hopefully we'll make something that makes sense for both of us.
Okay.
All right, great. My name's Ryan, and it was great talking to you, and I'll talk to you soon.
Okay.
All right, Edna, take care. So, not a bad conversation. It'd be nice if she was motivated, right? Right now, if she doesn't have any reason to sell, and there's no problem tenants, etc., well, then she's just not a motivated seller, and that's fine. But again, if we keep on, we have good systems, good follow-up. These are the types of prospects that come to fruition, however, months or years down the road. So planting the seeds now is extremely important. So let me just update some notes. All right. A little bit of gibberish in there. Okay, so good call. Would have been nice to hear something else, but we look forward to talking with her in the future. And who knows, we may end up buying multiple properties from her. That's happened a few times before. The sellers, happy that we performed and did so in a quick fashion. We did as we said. And obviously that's an in for us, knowing that, hey, if they got to make a quick move, that we're dependable and we could obviously serve their needs. So that may very well be the case in the future. All right. Winding down here. Got about 5 minutes or so left. Oh, we spoke to this person already. Try to get through a couple of these and see if we can snag a deal before we end off here.
You have 20.
It's calling my voicemail. Sounds like I got some queued up voicemails.
You have reached a voicemail box.
Whoops. Didn't mean to leave a hang up on the voicemail. I didn't know it would be that quick. All right, let's go ahead, get through a couple more before we sign off for the evening. can't end up on a hang up or a no answer. You got to talk to somebody.
We're sorry. Your call cannot be completed as dialed.
We get wrong numbers for sure. We're actually getting a higher wrong number feedback than typical, or at least it seems, or at least in this batch. On the plus side, after clearing the cache and restarting the computer and installing some updates or whatnot, it looks like that the system at least is a little better with regards to lag and everything. Wow, some of these names are challenging. Grammar's not my strong point, and a lot of these names are unique. This doesn't want to collaborate. All right. We're hitting our hour mark, but I'm going to try to squeeze in a couple here.
Person you are trying to reach is call.
All right.
You have 20.
Holy moly. This doesn't make any sense. Cut and paste doesn't work. It means that I really got to call this number. Thank you.
The person you are trying to reach is not able to receive your call.
Why not? Something's wrong with this.
The number you dialed is not in service.
Come on. So something went south with that. hour and change, just over an hour. I want to try to get another good conversation before we wrap up here. Appreciate you guys joining me. This is completing almost 2 weeks in to our 30 days, an hour a day of cold calling. This was started last Monday. And I may have spoken too soon about this system cooperating and not lagging. So unfortunately, I don't want to end off on this note, but with that said, it looks like that we have some issues here I got to take care of. Not a bad call sesh. We had some good conversations. Not as good as yesterday, not as bad as the day before. But again, we had some seeds, we'll say, that were planted for the future. And again, we'll follow up with them consistently and hopefully get a deal in the future. We will see you tomorrow, hopefully around the afternoon time. We'll continue our hour of calls. And hopefully if Neil gets back to us, I'll try to save that at least for a live call if possible, so you can hear the offer and how the correspondence happens through that type of correspondence. So at any rate, appreciate you guys joining me on the journey. I will see you tomorrow, hopefully afternoon, continuing with 30 days of cold calling to get a real estate deal in 30 days or less. So with that said, signing off.